Hey guys, it's The Move. I'm Greg here with Meeko Kolledi, a rapper from the Peekskill in Greater New York area. And thanks for coming today.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me.
So yeah, I know a bit about you, but tell us about yourself. I know you came up from Peekskill. With that neighbor, like who's like the rappers coming up who influenced you, coming up?
Coming up like locally in the area?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, like when I was coming up locally, I mean, Peekskill's in Westchester, New York, so of course all the Yonkers guys,
okay.
Like DMX, Jadakiss,
Fire,
Sheek Luch, Styles P,
oh damn, all right, so you're going
deep.
Yeah, it's a deep cut. I respect that.
Like specifically around my way though, like right now there's a dude named Big Mont. He's making a lot of waves.
Okay.
So
check out Big Mont.
I know his manager Dan Bertay. Shout out to Dan Bertay, Big Mont. So they're doing their thing over there. So that's cool and stuff. But as far as like locally, I mean, we had a couple guys who, had like little arches of success. Like just throw out there, like one dude's named YQ, one dude's named Deuce Broadway, and another dude TK, Tommy Blaze. Like all these guys have gotten some spins and stuff, and have kind of, but no one who
so
really,
there's a bit of community out there, it sounds like.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Shout out.
Man. Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, so obviously now you've mentioned this community that you've probably influenced just as much as they've influenced you. Added some stuff to it. But when does we're talking a little Meeko growing up? When does rap become an outlet? When does it become something? Oh, maybe this is something I can even try. Let alone maybe this is something I can do professionally. When does that start? Like what age?
Well, Marshall Mathers LP, man. I was like 10, 11 years old, and that was like. M and Tupac were like the first real rappers I started listening to, and when I heard them, the content just like spoke to me so much because I felt like it was some real critical content. Like these dudes like really spoke from the heart and really had like a direct message. And once I saw and heard, hip hop being portrayed in that way, for me it was like I kind of like started writing poetry, and then it evolved into rapping and stuff, and just kind of like talking about what I know about, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't try to, like, put on a farce or anything. I just speak about what I know about, and the people, if they relate to it, they relate to it. You know what I mean?
There's a term in country. You just give them 3 chords and the truth, and you'll be all right. With rap, I always say, give us a beat, give us the truth, give us what you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I can speak just, for my own fanhood and for most of your fans out there. I would say that is something you 100% do. We've reacted to you on our channel, and we've said that as we were reacting. One thing I will ask, so as far as the beat production and stuff like that, I know that you've had a hand in that. You've had a hand in making your own videos. Mm-hmm. As an independent artist, do you feel like that almost brings a badge of honor, or is the fight not worth it? Where would you say to an independent artist out there trying to make it, trying to do what you're doing right now? What would be the main key the main piece of advice you'd give them?
Give them? Well, I mean, the more hats you can wear, man, the better off you're gonna be. Okay. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of dudes out there who start doing videos, but they could spit a little bit, and then next thing you know, they're hopping on a song with a big guy because they did a video for him. You never know what road it's gonna, lead you to. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an actor, I'm an audio engineer, I'm a rapper. So, for me, it's like, it's just always an advantage to put on more hats. And if someone's got the time to learn something and, put an effort to it, it's not going to hurt you. You know what I mean?
I feel that. Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
Now, I know you just put out one song, Voices, and we had See You Later, which is the song we reacted to. Check that out. Mm-hmm. Check out him and check out our reaction to it. I think there's a bit of value in both.
Yeah.
If you were to say what's coming up next, are we looking at an album, or is it going to be a single drop? How's the progression musically moving forward coming?
The way I do things is like I have like a bunch of singles in the bank.
Okay.
Not necessarily ones I could place next to each other and say it's consistent with a theme like an album would. But I do have an EP dropping this summer. Everything's still kind of in the works, so
check it out.
Everyone be on the lookout for that.
It's titled or not titled yet?
Not titled yet.
All
not
right,
titled
all right.
yet. I'm not dropping the bomb just yet. You know what I'm saying? But,
I got you.
Yeah. But I got the EP coming with a little 4-track. Yeah, everybody does. Little 4-track coming out, I got that. And then like for that, man, I just always put out singles and just songs when I feel like the time is right, just so like the people can see I'm still out there working and I'm hungry, you know what I mean?
Share your art when you can share your art.
Always, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Only way to do it.
So we did your local community influences. I gotta ask. I ask every rapper that comes on. Who would be your top 5 DOA?
Top 5 DOA: Tupac, M, Kendrick, J. Cole, and probably Jadakiss.
Wow, giving the Westchester love. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I gotta, you know, because that's like what I was thinking. You know, these are the guys I grew up on. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, for me, it had a profound impact.
Sure. I'm a huge fan of Jadakiss. Honestly, I feel like he's the type of guy where if you don't put him on your top 5, I understand. If you do put him on your top 5, I'm like, oh, I'd probably get a drink with you. You know?
Well, you know what it is like if you're from New York and it's not on your top 5, there's something wrong there.
Yeah, there's
something going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you're in California or down south, I can understand because you know he didn't really have that. You know what I'm saying? But
that global, that big time recognition.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
locally, 100%,
Oh,
100%.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Why can't I pull up in a pecan jag? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right, so cool. Now, if you could feature, would he be? He might be the answer. He might not. You said some guys are, you know, mostly alive, honestly. If you could have anybody feature on a song, who would it be? Anybody. It doesn't have to be a rapper, mind you.
Right now?
Yeah.
Probably Kid Cudi, man.
Yeah, Kid Cudi?
Probably Kid Cudi, yeah.
Okay.
He dropped that album he just dropped and
Yeah, I was a big fan of Tequila Shots on that.
Yeah, man. He's just so unique in the way he portrays his story and the way he does things, you know what I mean? I think he's more of an artist than a rapper, you know what I mean? So
he definitely adds a value that most other people can't add.
No. The uniqueness factor and the presence is just unmistakable, in my opinion.
I completely agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
So the production, everything.
Completely agree. Now, as far as albums go for you, you say you like to drop singles. You're doing one for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
What's the interval between, say, dropping a single? I know you do your music videos are awesome. I have to say,
Good looking,
awesome.
no, I appreciate that.
What dictates making a music video? When you make the song, you're like, all right, we'll do a video for this, or is it, you know, reacting towards the reaction it gets from the fans? How does that work? Because those things are they're pretty hefty. Those videos you're putting out.
You know, at this level, man, for me, the reaction from the fans is like, of course, it's always relevant, and of course, it's important. But for me, it's
you
like,
guys matter.
You know, huh?
They matter.
Yeah, always. But for me, it's like more of like I kind of like once I start writing a song, it's weird because as I'm writing the song, I'll actually picture the video as I'm writing the song.
Oh, okay, cool.
So sometimes it just kind of comes to me. I'm like, all right, this is a dope concept. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, sure.
like, See You Later. You know, there's a lot of like things in that song that like are factual things that happen in my life that I kind of I put my perspective to it, and then when you add the visual aspect to it and say, okay, like this is what I'm talking about, this is how I want the video to go, then I just do what feels right and just run, hit the ground running, don't stop, man.
So has there ever been a time where a video drops and you're like, oh my God, this is even better than I thought it was gonna be?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, especially with See You Later, like. You know, like a lot of like the way, because the song itself is so dynamic, and there's parts in there that kind of like you know the way you guys were talking about, like it shifts, but it's not like overdone, and it's done to kind of, you know, change the perspective of the listener.
Absolutely.
So when you add the visual aspect to it, and as you're watching, it also changes your perception.
I will 100% that connects.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
I had people like, dude, the way you did, you know, and yeah,
hey man,
that's how it went, you know.
I think you definitely hit that note if that's the note you're reaching for, 100%.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. 100%.
That music video is definitely one of the best ones we've seen, especially coming from an independent artist. You got to give love where love is, you know, due. You know, everybody had a hard 2020. World was on fire. Mm-hmm. How did you navigate? How did that become? You know, was there any production, or was it kind of just, hey, we're just trying to survive? Where does 2020 come into the picture for you?
Well, to be honest with you, from a couple of the dudes I talked to who are, you know, in the industry, you know, they were telling me, like, listen, man, you know, you just got to go hard with your socials right now because, you know, you have a captive audience. So if anything, it kind of, because there's no shows and stuff, it actually kind of inspired me to come up with new and unique content to keep people engaged. You know what I mean? So in a way, you know, it was a good thing. Bad in the sense of the whole performing aspect, like everyone was hurting from that. But I mean, professionally, man, I didn't really skip a beat. You know what I mean? I just kind of kept going forward. You know.
Yeah, so I mean, like, cause like us at Bravado, we had to cancel a couple events, and we kind of looked into the live stream.
Oh yeah, that's big.
You know, we tried to look in the live stream. Have you looked into anything like that at all? With the, you know, just trying to, you know, reach out to your content, just, you know, kind of interact with them at all, or was kind of just, hey, let me get some pictures out, let me show you what I'm doing, at least on the set or the scenes. How was that?
Yeah. No. Well, actually, it's good you brought that up because one of the songs I released, you know, about a month or two ago is called "Cycle Continues."
Okay.
And it's about you know, a really good friend of mine who actually overdosed.
Oh.
And you know, thank you, appreciate it. And as a result of that, you know, me and the owner of the recording studio that I work at, we put together a live stream event that's actually a charity. Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, we're gonna donate all the money to a drug rehab center right in Peekskill, New York. And you know, we're excited. We didn't really pick a date yet for it, but you know, everybody, you know,
we'll be looking out for it.
Yeah, stay tuned in. But yeah, so that was a way for me to kind of take what was going on in the whole live stream and say, you know what, let me do something for a greater purpose, but at the same time, kind of make some kind of connection with some new fans. You know
hey,
what I
man.
mean? So yeah, man.
That's amazing. That's truly amazing. With, you know, with everything that's going on with that, one, that's a great way to just interact with fans. But two, I mean, the purpose, the message, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
The as far as, you know, you said you were reaching out during 2020, they were telling you interact with your fans, interact. Was there ever a time where you were looking, now you're coming from New York, was there ever a time where you were looking for like an out-of-state show? Was that ever in the mind of artists that you were speaking to, where they were like, hey, maybe we can still get this done, or was really 2020 kind of just like a scorched earth for every like live entertainment?
No, you're absolutely right. Like, it wasn't completely scorched. Like, I mean, maybe for like New York and the bigger metropolitan areas, but I mean down south, man, they didn't really. You know, from what I see, they didn't really skip a beat with a lot of the performances. So I have some contacts in Miami and Atlanta who, you know, were trying to get me down there. But,
really?
You know, yeah, for, you know, personal reasons, I couldn't make it. But
I mean, no one can blame the person for having to grind, you know, with an independent artist such as yourself. You gotta, like, whatever opportunity is available, you gotta take, you know, and no one should be able to blame you for that. Because I was always thinking, like, moving forward, like, is the music festival idea, is that even a thing anymore? Are you going out 1,000 strong to a couple 100,000 strong to a music festival? It always, that idea to me, is that going to be moving forward? How are we going to progress? So that's why I always thought it was funny, like, to survive, artists like yourself, you know, you got to look for the next show wherever you can find it. Yeah. And I mean, I'm hoping soon we could bring that back ourselves. Yeah. And I think. For you guys, we're excited to see it, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Truthfully, I'm very excited both for the EP to come. I'm excited to see that live stream. I think that idea is gonna blow it out the water. That's gonna be awesome, man.
Thank you, man.
And I'm real excited for the music. I mean, See You Later was a great music video. I gotta find myself some of those suspenders, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, listen, I had to bring it back. You know, put a little flavor in there. You know what I mean? But
where does that costume design come from? Is that's all up in here, or you have a couple of people?
Here, man. Nah, it's all here.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Like I said, when I'm writing, I conceptualize it, and I just knew that, like, when you guys listen to the song, for everyone who checks it out, you listen to the song and everything, you'll see the dramatic shift in, you know, the character's state of mind within the song.
Sure.
It depicts exactly what's in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was like, all right, you know, let me go to two extremes here and see what we get. You know what I mean?
I feel that. Now, I'm not as deep into the music videos of yours as I am the music. I've listened to you a couple times. But what's the craziest costume so far you've worn in a music video?
Probably that, man.
Yeah,
probably
that.
The suspenders, the bow tie, and just the glasses. Yeah. I had these thick, like, Coke bottle glasses. That.
Okay. Now, they're prescription, or you could see through?
No, they're prescription.
Oh, wow. My man went all out. He gave it to you.
It's prescription, yeah, man.
All right, that's sick.
Front, you know.
Hey, that's cool.
But you know, hey, listen, man. You know, and again, music is about taking a piece of yourself and putting it in that song or that project. You know what I mean? So that includes every aspect.
And it had to be fun.
So, oh man, it was awesome. I had a blast. Actually, you know what's the funny thing is that the house that I filmed it at is actually my man's house.
Oh, really?
And his wife didn't know we were coming that day. So I'm on there with the suspenders and glasses, like, I'ma see you later. And she's like, what the fuck is going on? excuse me. But what the is going on out here, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
oh, that's gotta be, that's a sitcom right there.
Yeah. So I was like, Chris said we could be here, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, that's the struggle, ain't it?
Yeah.
As far as it went, I think it went well. And shout out to all the people who worked on that. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, always, man.
Meeko Kolledi.
Yeah, man.
Give him a look. Look out today. After this interview, we'll be having a performance of Meeko coming up soon.
It's the move.